For weeks, we have had to listen to people in the media and idiot pundits out there tell us that the White House, run by a billionaire and with a bunch of billionaires in the cabinet, they were totally considering raising taxes on themselves and the rest of the wealthy elite. For weeks, the media has pushed that narrative that rumors in the White House say we're going to raise our own taxes. I've been telling you from the beginning that there's no way that's even a thing they've discussed because those people love tax cuts. That is the basis of all Republican platforms these days. So no, this was never a thing that was ever going to happen, and I doubt it was a thing any of them ever considered. And Donald Trump came out late last week on Friday and confirmed that, this isn't going to happen. In fact, he explicitly told Republicans, you're going to have to cut our taxes. Sorry, because if you don't, he says, you're going to lose elections because Democrats will label you the tax increasers. So it's the Democrats' fault, gosh darn it, that we have to cut the taxes for the rich. Oh man, he doesn't want to do it. He said he wants to pay more in taxes, but by golly, those darn Democrats just won't let him do it. Here's what he said on Truth Social. The problem with even a tiny tax increase for the rich, which for some reason is in all capitals, which I and all others would graciously accept in order to help the lower and middle income workers, is that the radical left Democrat lunatics would go around screaming, read my lips, the fabled quote by George Bush, the elder that is said to have cost him the election. No, Ross Perot cost him the election. In any event, Republicans should probably not do it, but I'm okay if they do. Wow. Thank you for not sending any mixed messages in there at all. Let's not forget that the tax cuts Republicans are currently working on extending are the tax cuts that Donald Trump forced them to pass in 2017 during his first administration. That was their number one legislative priority, was giving Donald Trump, themselves, and their donors a major tax cut as part of their repeatedly failed trickle-down economic platform. So these are Trump's tax cuts. And he's saying you can't do it. I mean, we want to pay more, right? All the millionaires and billionaires in this country want to pay more. They've just, spent decades spending tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to Republicans so that they don't ever have to pay more. They wish they could, but, they've funded all these trickle-down Republicans, and it's total BS. It was BS from the start. And just so everybody is aware, the current tax rate on the top earners here in the United States is 37%. If these tax cuts expire and tax increases hit the wealthy elite, do you know what their percentage will be that they pay then? It will go from 37% to an absolutely mind-blowing 39.6%. Yeah, it's just a 2.5% increase. Nothing major. 2.5%, but even that, Trump says, even a tiny one, which we totally want to pay, it's going to cost you the election. To be honest, it would actually do the opposite. The American public, including a majority of Republicans, do believe that the wealthy elite do not pay their fair share in taxes. They no longer buy into the trickle-down economic lie that has been sold to them for over 40 years at this point. They want the wealthy elite to pay more. So if Republicans in the House did in fact raise taxes on millionaires and billionaires, that might be the one thing that could save them as they prepare for this electoral onslaught next November, or November 2026, I guess. So it would do the opposite of what Donald Trump is saying, but he has to say that so that it doesn't seem like he is salivating at the moment over the thought of extending his tax cuts, which, for the record, he does want the tax cut, and no, that trial in New York proved he doesn't like paying taxes at all, at any rate. Thanks for watching today, everybody, and don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.